From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the New York Jets. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's good for a Jets. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Bruce Hall. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Kene Nwangwu, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggled to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Down the left sideline. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That is incomplete. When you talk about this Jets defense, well, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. This one deep for Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. These two teams all tied after 1. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Hands it off out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
But Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going for it on fourth. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Jets 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the... Now Davis fumbles it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal, Cleveland.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Browns! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7.
Jets 7.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Meanwhile, Fields throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Off play action, Fields uncorks one for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here we go, son.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
11-yard line.
On On second down, a run with Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man. And
a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. This one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So on now comes the Jets' offense as they're going to go for 2 here. Fields trying to throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On play action, Fields buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Fields on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. On 1st down, Fields. There's Hall bringing in another one. He's got room at the 30. And they are in the field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing again is Fields. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Fields And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go, son. All right.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's caught. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Right.
And he gets it into the end zone with no time left in the second quarter as they take the lead. So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grab the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
So now with a late touchdown, not only will they take the lead to the locker room, but they'll try and add 2 more here. And it's going to be caught. Not sure why they went for 2, but they do get it. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They're on the 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Second and 9 now. Throw left side, he's got Tillman. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it'll be intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Back to throw. Fields escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Fields throwing again. Right back to Njoku. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. From the gun, here's Fields. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to widen their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game even more so.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down, and now they're in the hurry up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
Browns 29.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields flush to his right. Dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Browns 36, Jets 32.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 69 yards. And the Jets use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Browns drive about to get started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some space here. And he'll be close to another 1st down. In fact, he has a 1st down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
First down, Browns.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses. Room
here to run. And they'll wind up getting this this one all the way down inside the 20. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. Try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you, now you take care of us.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. All eyes on Fields. Flushed out right. That is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 straight shots on the ground now on 3rd
possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
This is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Fields' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Fields. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangwu. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Here's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition, work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case, because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, it's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
There he goes, right side. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're...
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jets come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was the defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout,